What is up, guys? It's Slay here, and welcome back to another World of Warships gameplay. And today we have the Tier 6 American Premium Cruiser, the Indianapolis, and this ship is by far one of my favorite underrated ships in the game. You might be saying, an underrated ship? Well, yeah, those exist. It's ships that you don't see much into World of Warships gameplays or matchmakings, I want to say. This ship really does offer a lot, but it does come with a price, and that price is its armor. But I'll get into that a little bit later. First, let's talk about its pros. 203mm guns. They hit hard, AP and HE wise. Sticky shots. If you don't know what sticky shots are, it's pretty much if I were to shoot at an angle or an angled ship, I'm most likely going to penetrate than a ship that doesn't have sticky shots. So if I were to shoot at a battleship with HE, I have more likely chance to have a penetration. That's really amazing. Second, American HE. Now, I don't know the order of best HE by nation. Many would say Japanese, British, Americans. Many would probably say British, Japanese, German, Americans. I don't know where it is right now. But I do want to say that this HE is really good on this ship. It feels like I'm getting a guaranteed fired every time. And it also feels like this HE hits like AP. So I'm going to demonstrate what I'm talking about. But before we do, let us show what we're running on this ship. So we're running the same thing we would run on the Flint. Voila. Agility and speed is what makes this ship really good on my build. We are running No Man's Scott along with inspirations and its skills you can see there. I am running fully pack for my consumables, and like I said earlier, speed and agility is what brings this ship its ultimate potential. And why would I run agility and speed? Let me just tell you that this ship's armor is not good. You're going to want to avoid being a brawler cruiser because this armor on this ship is really thin. It's like a British heavy cruiser. The ship is more of a support ship because it doesn't have its torpedoes and its armor is weak. So you're not most likely not going to use it as a brawler cruiser or a tanky cruiser. And let me demonstrate its HE here on the Nuremberg. 1 fire and 4 penetrations to start the game off. Bam, we shoot again with the AP. And not bad. 1 penetration right there. Our cruiser goes down and we are spotted. So I was trying to shoot the Nuremberg here and we get the Elizabeth. And look at this. Bam. 8,453,000 damage. Really good penetration there on the Queen Elizabeth. We're trying to finish this Nuremberg and I don't think we get the kill here. Okay, we do manage to get the kill. So we have 1 kill, 11,428 damage. We use the AP here to finish off the destroyer. Like I said, guys, there's nothing wrong with using AP on a destroyer, but I would not recommend it all the time. I mean, it's better to shoot what you have on you than switching to HE. You see, that kill wouldn't probably not be mine if I did switch to HE. So I'm trying my best to see where these battleships are going. I definitely don't want to run into them or be in the sight of them to shoot my broadside citadel. So I am trying my best to definitely not show any broadside of my ship. I did mention that this ship has pretty bad armor, so these 330mm guns that they have are definitely going to send me back to port. So right here at this moment, I am doing a stupid mistake here, pushing the front of my ship. And while my teammate does tell me to push back, unfortunately I am going to pay the price and get hit pretty hard in the coming seconds. But what I was trying to do here is use my AP on the ship here. We overpinned the Queen Elizabeth, and the Queen Elizabeth decides to return the favor and hits us for about 5,000 damage. Oh, 7,000 damage, I must say. And well, we're not detected anymore. Not a danger. You gotta realize this ship is not tanky, guys. It's not tanky. It's one of those ships that you gotta be very careful in how you use it. So, I have control B. They have A and C. We are evenly with 3 of their ships gone and 3 of our ships gone. We still have our destroyers, and they only have 1 of them. So what I'm trying to do is now, I'm trying to divide and conquer. Now you're probably wondering, what do you mean by divide and conquer? Look at the map. If you look at the map, there's not many ships on one side and a lot on the other side. So the destroyer here sends out his torpedoes, and we get ready to dodge them. Now we get spotted here, and I'm wondering who's spotting me. Most likely a destroyer. Now what we're going to do here is, we have our radar, we have our sonar. Should I use my radar? Yes, of course use your radar. He was last seen at 7.3 kilometers. This radar is really good. 20 seconds. We get our 3rd kill of the game. And this radar goes up to 10 kilometers, which is really underrated for this ship. It's one of those features that the Americans have on their heavy cruiser, which is the radar sonar. But unfortunately, this tier 6 cruiser does not come with what is it called? Not a damage control. What is it called? A repair kit? I think it is what's called. Yeah, it's probably a repair kit. I'm sorry. I forgot what was it called. I was gonna say a health kit, but no, I wanted to make sure I knew exactly what it was. But we are up to 17,493 damage. You might be wondering, that's pretty low for 3 kills. And yeah, of course, it's one of those Kraken games where I'm trying my best to move between both and have some equally damage, but unfortunately this is going to be one of my lowest damage Krakens. And I'm going to show you what I mean by lowest damage Krakens. So we have a half health, about 1/4 ish Oba ship over here, and we're going to try to get our 4th kill here. So we're gonna lead our first shots, and we don't lead just enough to get this ship. So I decide let's try to lead even furthermore because the Oba is a really speedy cruiser. So right about there. That is going to guarantee our 4th kill along with 2 Citadels. Now, who is spamming this HE against me? It's going to be one and only the Atlanta. And this Atlanta is going to not push me, which is really questionable how he could have got the crossfire in the upcoming seconds and minutes of this game. Now, if you look at the scoreboard, now we have 2 controls of the capture points, B and C. It's a 2v4 or 5. And the Leander hits me pretty hard there, so we're going to try to back up. We're trying to get that Citadel on the Leander. Gotta remember it's a light cruiser, and we do manage to get 1 Citadel there. Now we are spotted. I want to say that's the Oba's plane. We have radar sonar, so we should be good. I'm going to use this mountain as a cover. Now you're probably wondering why. Because I expect these torpedoes from the Leander to come either side. This Leander is assuming that I'm either going to pop out of that island and get torped, or reverse backwards and get torped. Now, I knew that was going to happen, so we are 3 steps ahead of this Leander. Now this Leander is now 3.2 kilometers ahead of me. So what we're going to do is wait for him and try our best to get the Citadels. Now those torps are most likely the Atlanta's torps. The Torrento tells me to back up. I do know that if I don't get this Leander, he's going to definitely torp me. So here we are. And bam. There we go. We get the Kraken. Keep in mind, we had 34,000 damage. That's pretty low. So I did decide to give you guys another video to make up for the low damage Kraken. Unfortunately, we did not get the 6-pack. But let's look at the damage or battle results. Damage control. We get 399,975 credits, 35,741 battle performance, along with 3 Citadels, 46 target hits, 1 fire, 5 destroyed ships. It was a pretty blah game, so it was pretty hard to record or upload this video by itself. So here you go with a part 2 of a Japanese tier 6 destroyer. And many of you guys probably guessed it by now. It is the current new one that is with the space event. It is my first game using the ship, so I'm most likely going to get a Kraken in this ship next time around I use it. So I just wanted to give you guys a little preview of how the ship is played in my hands. But anyways, let's switch to the other video, of course. What's that? My break's over? We're recording a Yukazi video? Oh, we're back so soon. Well, welcome back, guys. Probably coming back from the Indianapolis video. I did make the 2 videos in one, but I do want to show you guys the Yukazi's crazy, insane, OP, broken, devastated, OP, broken, devastated, strike, broken, OP ship. And many will probably disagree that this ship has no problems. And in my opinion, I really love this ship. The Kakazi does bring a lot to the field. And you might be wondering, oh, we got the OP of torpedoes, 22,000 base damage. And well, that is true, but you gotta remember, this ship has, well, in my build, of course, 4.9 concealment. Now, we are in a tier 7 matchmake game, so you're probably going to wonder, how did I manage to get 126,000 damage without getting detected? Now, these aren't 10-kilometer torpedoes. These are 8-kilometer torpedoes. But I could get as close as I want to these battleships because they don't run radar. They don't have sonar. There's no cruisers supporting their battleships. So there's no issue with this ship. The issue is how to counter these ships. So I hope in the future Wargaming understands the frustration for battleship mains, that these destroyers that they're releasing are OP in the sense of how close they could get without getting spotted. A cruiser ain't supposed to be around its battleship all freaking day, as our King George gladly takes that torpedo for us. The Yukikaze is, it's like a Yudashi. It's a tier 6 Yudashi pretty much. 22,000 damage is insane for this tier of a ship. Now, this Jean-Bark is going to do one of its really questionable moves here. And you're probably wondering, that's how Jean-Bark players play. Well, no, a Jean-Bark player is most likely going to be camping in the back, like all the other battleships. Now, we have this bunch of battleships here that I'm waiting to try to torp. I'm trying to torp this King George, but unfortunately, I think the destroyer managed to tell them that, hey man, there's some torps coming here, slow down or else you going back to port. Now remember, I said 22,000 damage, base damage on these torpedoes. Now let me showcase you what's going to happen in a few minutes to this Iowa. Now this Iowa probably has, let's say, around 58,000 damage. You're going to see what I called literally OP torpedoes. Just, these torpedoes are just beyond average. Freaking insane. Let's talk pros about this ship. Now, 80 knots torpedoes. That's really crazy. That's amazing. That's all you need on a destroyer, pretty much. 22,000 base damage. I keep mentioning that, but keep that in mind. When you see this ship on the battlefield, you're going to get torqued by 22,000 base damage torpedoes. Now, if you're a battleship that has torpedo protection up to 35,000, it's probably going to lower it to 15,000, but you're still getting 15,000, 12,000 hits by these torpedoes. Pros, smoke. Of course, everyone's like, of course, every destroyer has smoke. But there's some ships that don't have long range of smoke. This ship has pretty good smoke. I'm not gonna lie, the smoke on this ship should probably be nerfed. One of the cons, but it's a good con, no torpedo reload, which is, I'm just glad they don't have a torpedo reload on this ship. Otherwise, it would have been a just broken ship. Now, we're going to do a little double strike to start off the game. Just pay attention to the Iowa. Yeah. 4 torpedoes. We sunk the Iowa, 62,000 damage. And we got the Akazuki as well, making that a double strike. We're up to 64,000 damage. Now, back to what I was talking about with the cons of this ship. Its turret terrains or traverse are pretty slow. Pro, these guns hit hard. HE 9%, set fires. These OP turrets, I want to say OP, you know, I'm exaggerating, but these turrets are pretty good. They set fires left and right whenever I want to. So this ship is a hybrid. It's literally a hybrid between a gunboat and a torque boat. Really unique. If we look at the Yudashi is more of a torpedo boat. This ship has good guns, good concealment, good turrets or torps, good smoke, good reload, torque reload, engine boost, good HP, can compete against tier 7s, and there we go. We sink the Gnizeno there. We're up to 99,000 damage. There's literally 7 torps. And you thought it was over? We get another hit on the King George for 16,000 damage. We're up to 116,474 damage. At this moment, I knew this game could have possibly been a Kraken, but unfortunately, it is more of a Kraken cut, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So we're shooting HE on the King George. We're trying to set a fire to get my 4th kill, but I think he's trying to heal back his damage, but unfortunately the Richelieu finishes up. So here comes some mistake I do. Now I see a Massachusetts pushing forward. I'm like, let me just get these torpedoes to reload and I'm going to get it. But then a cruiser pops out, the torpedoes come out, and I do get distracted by the torpedoes that I don't unfortunately manage to dodge them. And the cruiser, smartly enough, managed to avoid those torpedoes. But unfortunately for the Massachusetts, yeah, we are going to die because we are spotted. But we managed to get a 4K game, 126,417 damage. It's just insane. 9 torpedoes, 8 floods. So this ship is really good. I don't know if Wargaming is going to nerf this ship. I know that Wargaming doesn't really nerf ships. They do balance ships when they see ships underperforming, but you know, when the Yudashi came out first, it was really OP, and it's still OP. The Yudashi is really OP, and I do have an upcoming Yudashi video coming soon to talk about the Yudashi once again. But this ship is literally a Yudashi and a Kagero had a baby, and it's just a tier 6 Yudashi. It's just insane how much this ship offers on a tier 5 and 6 and 7 gameplay. Now, it most likely cannot compete against a tier 7 destroyer for many reasons. Cons of what the ship has is 7-second turrets, which, you know, any other gun in the game could, or any other destroyer guns could counter, except for the Kagero. We have what is it, the T61? Might be wrong there. The Fletcher is 5 seconds, or 3 seconds even. What I'm trying to remember. Cargo is like 6 seconds. Akazuki is like 3 seconds. What am I saying? La Fantaste is 5 seconds with the reload booster. It's like 3. I'm forgetting the Russian one. Tashaken is probably going to be 8 seconds. I think it's 7 seconds. So this ship is really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. It's OP. I keep mentioning it's really good. It's really good. It's really. I'm just letting you guys know that this ship is really insanely good. And am I gonna get a Kraken with this ship? Definitely gonna get a Kraken with this ship. It is a Kraken printing machine, as my good friend Metal Jerks wants to say. It is a Kraken printing machine. But anyways, guys, we are going to end up winning the I almost said winning the video, winning the game with 126,417 damage. But we're going to watch the ending, as we're looking for that battle results screen to pop up any second now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday afternoon. Maybe it's night for you. But whenever this video is recorded, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We're heading into the weekend here in SoCal with this weird, rainy, sunny, windy weather. It's really... SoCal is a bipolar city. Weather's all over the place. But anyways, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. You know, maybe we're going back to our normal lives with the vaccine and this pandemic going away. And there we go. You guys finally managed to get the kill. And there is the battle results. Hey, go away. 492,011 credits, 126,416 damage. Top of the leaderboard with 4 kills, double strike, devastating strike in first blood, I want to say. We do manage to get 9 torpedo hits, 8 flooding, 4,628 ship XP. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.